What's going on, guys? Good morning. It's your boy Vinny. Today is Sunday morning. Smell that air. It smells good. It smells like exhaust fumes. But seriously, good morning. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. I'm just heading out to the calisthenics park. I am gonna take the longer route. You guys already know. I'm going to cut through the cemetery because it's peaceful. It is peaceful, and that's all I gotta really say about that. Every time I record these videos, it's like, what do I say? I don't know the words, which words I should come up with, but it's all right. So, while I walk to the calisthenics park, I want to talk to you guys about my goals, my life goals. Being 39, almost 40, do I have any life goals? Am I planning to work at the same old grocery store for the rest of my life until retirement? The short and sweet, simple answer to that question is no, I don't plan on working there until I retire. I do have plans, but I don't, if that makes sense. My wife and I, we eventually want to leave Toronto. More me than her, but she wants to leave as well because Toronto, one, is way too expensive. Two, there's always construction going on everywhere. Three, way too much traffic. It's a really busy city and you can't get anywhere. Like just driving from work back home. I don't live that far from work, but driving from home or work to back home sometimes can take me 30 minutes. A drive that should take only like 5-10 minutes takes me like 30 minutes, and that's ridiculous. So I'm not about that city life anymore. I'm not. I thought I was growing up. I thought to myself, I'm always gonna be that city boy. I'm always gonna live in the city. But as I get older, I don't know, my mentality changed, and it keeps changing, and I don't want to live in the city. So I don't plan on working at the same place forever. You guys already know I've been working there for like 22 years, I think, over 20 years for sure. And to be honest, I got way too comfortable. at that place. I should have done something with my life a long time ago. But you know what? We can't live life without regrets. We can't. We have to, all we can do is just learn from our mistakes and keep moving forward, keep pushing forward, and that's what I'm doing. So again, I am gonna leave Toronto eventually. Now, where are we going, you might ask? I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now because that's the kind of guy I am. We did have a few plans. We were either gonna move to Alberta. I know it's a lot colder there, but it's easier to buy property like a house. But we were thinking of Alberta. We also were thinking about possibly going back to the Philippines, even though I hate flying. My wife is Filipino, and the weather there is so much nicer. She told me for foreigners, it's gonna be a lot nicer just because the weather's nice. It's more relaxed, and I mean, who doesn't want that kind of life? Just waking up to good weather every single day. I mean, minus the rain, but I don't have to worry about the cold. So either Alberta, either the Philippines. If we were gonna stay in Ontario, my arm, oh my goodness, I can't hold my phone anymore. If we do decide to stay in Ontario, then most likely we're gonna move to St. Catharines. That's literally an hour and a half from Toronto. For anybody that doesn't know, who's not from Toronto, St. Catharines is literally, it's like maybe 20 minutes away from Niagara Falls. So we'll be pretty close to Niagara, which I don't mind because my wife loves Niagara Falls. She likes going there. So those are our options. We did at one point consider moving to Arizona. Reason being is my wife's sister lives in Arizona. So I figured, you know what, let's go somewhere. If we're gonna go somewhere warm, let's go to Arizona. Let's just go to Arizona. At least there's somebody that we know, which is her sister, and that's a good thing. But then I'm like, how am I gonna do this? That's not an easy move. You know, going from Canada to the US, not only that, I do not want to lose my, you know, I'm Canadian. I was born in Canada, and I like having that Canadian citizenship, which is our birth certificate basically. I do like having that, and I don't want to lose that. I'm always going to be 100% Canadian, and I'm proud of it. So the chances of us moving to Arizona it's not looking that bright for us, although the sun is bright. It is beautiful. It was a little bit chilly when I left the house, but I think because I'm walking, it's warming up now. My body is warming up. Yeah, it was either Alberta, the Philippines, St. Catharines, and at one point Arizona, but that's off the table. You know, that's not even a thought anymore. As for jobs, I'm pretty sure I've touched on this in a video. Maybe I think I've touched on it. I've talked about it in my live streams before. One thing I always wanted to do for the longest time, well, not for like ever, but for many years now, was I like the idea of just working from home, working for yourself. You know, working from home is one thing, but when you can work for yourself is a whole different, you know, it's a whole different level. And I like doing YouTube. So if I can do this as full-time, you know, as a full-time job, honestly, I would be happy and, you know, count my blessings. You know what I'm saying? I would count my blessings, and yeah. But I also realized sometimes it might not work out. Who knows? Being on YouTube might not work out. Here's the thing. When making videos, YouTube videos, recording this stuff, is if you're gonna go on YouTube just because you think you're gonna make a lot of money and be rich and whatnot, and you don't even have a passion for it, man, it's bright up here. If you're gonna just do this whole YouTube thing without a passion, just thinking, oh, I'm gonna be rich, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail hard and miserably. You got to find something that you're passionate about, and then strive to be the best, or just, you know, work at it. Man, this sun, I gotta get out of this sun. It is sunny today, but you know what? I love it. I'm loving it. Summer is pretty much here, and no complaints whatsoever. That's better. As I was saying, don't go on YouTube thinking you're gonna be rich, because you gotta have a passion. I genuinely, and I said this many times, I love creating content. I do. Now, is my content the greatest masterpiece out there? Of course not. I'm not gonna paint this picture like it is, but I do just like pulling up my phone, because I do use my phone right now. It's just easier. But I just pull up my phone, hit record when I want to make a video, and yeah, it's not, my videos aren't really that hard to like edit. It's pretty much just cut clips and delete them. That's all it is. Cut and delete. So it really isn't, but it depending what kind of video I make. If it's like these vlogs, trust me, when I've been out recording vlogs, I would have, at one point, I think I had like pretty much, it was like 50 something minutes worth of footage, and I cut it down to like, I think like 25 minutes. So yeah, I had to go through it, but at the end of the day, it's not like it's super difficult, but it could be a lot of work depending what kind of content you're making. So that is my plan. Just keep pumping out content, and yeah, hopefully I can do this full time. I know some people might think, there are people out there that think, oh, YouTube is not a real job, this and that, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Trust me, it is. It's no different from working at home for another company. At least that's the way I see it. So that's my plan. But again, I do really need a plan B, just in case the YouTube thing doesn't work out. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't have to be this guy on YouTube that has freaking 5, 6, 7 million followers, subscribers, although that would be nice. I just want to be happy. I want to make a living doing what I like doing, that I love doing, and that's it. That's pretty much it, right? So that's pretty much my life goal, my life goals, where I'm at, where I want to go. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think I got what it takes to become a YouTuber? Who knows? We'll see. But it really is something I like doing. Creating content is so much fun. I was on YouTube for almost 10 years. This November or December is gonna be like 10 years. And I was only like uploading like once a month, once every few months. Now I'm more consistent with it, as you guys can already see. So, ooh, look at that, there's a lady with a dog. Anyways, this video is getting way too long. It's already at 13 minutes. I'm gonna cut it down. Obviously, I gotta edit it still, but that's it. That's my future plans for my life, my wonderful life. I'm gonna leave that exit right there. Make a right. On the screen it shows left, but make a right, and the park is pretty much at the corner. So that's it for the video. I'm gonna go work out and make some freaking gains, because I love working out. I love the fact that my body is changing. Again, I did make a video saying I wish it was changing a little bit more quicker, but listen, I can't rush things. You know what I'm saying? I can't rush things. People have reminded me about that, so I'm gonna take a step back and just enjoy the process, because that's what life is all about. Enjoying the process and enjoying, you know, everything that life, you know, throws at you. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend, stay positive, peace out, dudes, and I'll see you guys on that next one.